Sale of old newspaper, magazines and periodicals. How should it be treated? If the organization sells any of these items, it should be treated as revenue income. Means it should be taken to the income and expenditure account credit side. For example, on receipts and payments account, you find on debit side to sale of old newspaper 500 rupees. It should be treated as revenue income. Naturally, it will be taken to the credit side of income and expenditure account by sale of old newspaper or something else 500 rupees. Now we'll start the treatment of fixed assets. You know, in the organization, sometimes assets are purchased, sold. If assets are purchased, naturally you will have to make payment. If the organization makes payment, it will be shown on the credit side of receipts and payments account. This payment is a capital payment. Naturally, it's nothing to do with the income and expenditure account. In the same way, if you sell any asset, naturally you will get the cash, and that cash will be shown on the debit side of receipts and payments account. And this receipt is a capital receipt. It's nothing to do with income and expenditure account. It will go to the balance sheet. I mean to say, all these capital receipts or payments, they influence the items of the balance sheet, not income and expenditure account. But if there is any loss or profit on sale of fixed asset, that will be shown in income and expenditure account. I take one example. Suppose this is the receipts and payments account for 31st December 1980, and on credit side it's written buy furniture 5,000. It means the organization has made payment for furniture. It means the organization has bought the furniture. Naturally, if you buy the furniture, nothing to do with income and expenditure account. And one thing more, suppose additional information is given, furniture on 1st January 1980 was 3,000 rupees. In that case, what will you do? Make the balance sheet. On asset side, furniture in the beginning was 3,000 rupees. During this year, you have bought the furniture for rupees 5,000. Now furniture will be 8,000 rupees. Very simple thing. One more example. Suppose receipts and payments account. This is for the year ended 31st December 2010. On receipt side, nothing. On payment side, nothing. It means no furniture was purchased, no furniture was sold. But in additional information, it is given on 1st January 1980, the furniture was 5,000 rupees and furniture is depreciated by 10%. 10% means, naturally, if the rate of depreciation is not given, we'll calculate the depreciation at flat rate, means without considering time, simply 10% of 5,000 rupees. So depreciation is always shown on the debit side of income and expenditure account. So on debit side, it will be shown to depreciation 500 rupees, means 10% of 5,000. In balance sheet, on the asset side, the furniture in the beginning was 5,000 rupees. It is clearly stated in the question. And at the end, it will be 5,000 minus 500, that is 4,500 rupees. Suppose this is the receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st December 2010. And on receipt side, you find two furniture 1,800. It means the organization has got 1,800 rupees for furniture. It means this NPO has sold the furniture for rupees 1,800. And additional information is furniture as on 1st January 2010 was 5,000 rupees. During the year, furniture costing rupees 2,000 was sold. It means we have sold the furniture, but its cost was 2,000, but we have sold it only for 1,800 rupees. It means there's a loss of rupees 200. So when we prepare income and expenditure account, we'll write down two loss on sale of furniture 200 rupees, and in the balance sheet, previously furniture was 5,000 and furniture costing rupees 2,000 has been sold. Now the furniture should be for rupees 3,000 at the end. But I strongly suggest you should prepare the asset account. That's the best option for you. And this is the format of furniture account. To balance BD means opening balance, and to profit on sale. And on credit side, by cash means sale of asset, by loss on sale, and by depreciation. And on debit side, one more item is written, to cash means furniture purchased. So as per this question, the opening balance was 5,000 rupees and by cash 1,800 rupees as per our receipts and payments account. By loss on sale, rupees 200. Depreciation, nothing. To profit on sale, nothing. So by balance sheet, 3,000. This item will be taken to the asset side of the balance sheet, means closing balance sheet, because closing balance will be taken to the closing balance sheet and opening balance is taken to the opening balance sheet. Let's take one more example. This is the receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st December 2010, and on debit side there is a receipt to furniture account 1,500 rupees. It means we have received 1,500 for furniture. It means we must have sold furniture during this year. And additional information is furniture on 1st January 2010 was 5,000 rupees. Depreciation is provided 10% per annum. Be careful. You must pay attention to the rate of depreciation, whether it's a flat rate or per annum. It's clearly written per annum. And during this year, 40% part of the furniture was sold. Now it means this furniture had two parts, part number 1 and part number 2. Part number 1, that was 40%, and part number 2, 60%. Part 1 has been sold and part 2 is remaining with us. Now one thing more, we have to be careful. It's not clearly written in the question at what time the furniture was sold. Only during the year the furniture was sold, but in the beginning or at the end, nothing written. So we are going to assume that it was sold in the middle of the year. It means 30th June 2010. So before we sell the furniture, we have to calculate the net value. The original cost was 2,000 and minus depreciation for 6 months at the rate of 10%, that is 100 rupees. It means the net value was 1,900 rupees. But it was sold for rupees 1,500 because receipts and payment account is telling us that we have got only 1,500 rupees. It means there is loss of 400 on sale of furniture. So let's prepare furniture account. Debit side to balance PD, to profit and sale, and on credit side by loss on sale, by cash for sale, by depreciation, and by balance CD. So in the beginning it was 5,000 rupees, to balance PD 5,000 rupees, no profit on sale, and by loss on sale 400 rupees, by cash 1,500, and by depreciation 400 rupees. Because for the second part, that was 60%, 3,000, the depreciation has been provided for the whole year, that is 300 rupees. So 300 for the second part and 100 for the first part, total 400 rupees. And the total of the both sides should be 5,000 rupees, and the balancing figure on credit side will be 2,700. It means this is the closing balance of furniture account. And in the income and expenditure, two items will be shown on the debit side. To depreciation 100 plus 300, 400 rupees. To loss on sale, part number 1, 400 rupees. And on balance sheet, on asset side, furniture in the beginning 5,000 rupees as per additional information, and furniture at the end 2,700 rupees as per our furniture account. So one thing more, when we provide the depreciation, there are two methods, original value method and written down value method. Because the question is silent about the method, we have assumed that the furniture depreciation will be provided on written down value.